The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. The time is now 10:05 a.m. This is our special council meeting for a final revised millage rate and budget. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicole Reynoso.
Present.
Councilwoman Maureen Porras.
Here.
Councilman Rafael Pinedo.
Present.
Vice Mayor Digna Cabral.
Present.
Mayor Christy Fraga.
Present.
Mayor, you have quorum.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilwoman Reynoso.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I don't believe there's any changes to the agenda order of business, so we'll go ahead and go right into our public comments. The public comments portion of this meeting is now open. Anyone who would like to speak on anything on this agenda or germane to this council, please approach the podium. You have 3 minutes to speak in a respectful manner. Make sure to register with the city clerk. I have no pre-registered speakers at this time. All right. Being no public speakers, public speaking time has closed. Madam Clerk, let the record reflect no one has chosen to speak at this time. We'll now move into the public hearing.
Public hearings, item 5A, a resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Doral, Florida, establishing and adopting a final millage rate and levy of ad valorem taxes for fiscal year 25-26 in the amount of 1.6912 mils, which is 6.53% greater than the rollback rate, to balance the general fund for fiscal year 25-26, establishing the rollback rate to be 1.5875 mils, establishing and adopting the debt service millage rate for fiscal year 25-26 in the amount of 0.4810 mils for the general obligation bonds, parks and recreation projects, series 2019 and 2021, providing for implementation, incorporation, recitals, and an effective date.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Madam City Manager, I believe this is finance and your item.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, Mayor and council members. On November 14th, 2025, the city received a letter from the State of Florida Department of Revenue, which advised the city that the millage rate that the council adopted on September 17th, 2025 at 1.7166 mils would affect the city's tax revenues in a manner that statutorily required a 2/3 vote. The September 17, 2025 council vote was 3 out of 5 votes, which did not meet the 2/3 statutory requirement. In order to remedy this compliance issue, the city followed the Department of Revenue's instructions and re-advertised to hold today's final public hearing to adopt a final millage rate and levy of ad valorem taxes. The city also re-advertised to confirm the rollback rate, to adopt a final debt service millage rate, and to adopt a final fiscal year 25-26 operating budget for the general fund, all in accordance with Section 200.065(2)D of the Florida statutes. City staff's recommendation is that council approve the resolution before you, thus establishing a final millage rate of 1.6912 mils, which is the maximum allowable millage rate that can be adopted with a simple majority, that is 3 out of 5 votes. With this action, and as part of the resolution before you, the city will also be confirming to the public that the final millage rate of 1.6912 mils is lower than the fiscal year 24-25 millage rate of 1.7166 mils, and that it is also 6.53% greater than the fiscal year 25-26 rollback rate of 1.5875 mils. The resolution also establishes a final debt service millage rate for fiscal year 25-26 of 0.4810 mils. It's important to note when taking up the millage rate resolution that the council will also be considering a subsequent resolution this morning and the first reading of an ordinance to adopt a final fiscal year 25-26 operating budget for the general fund, which will decrease the city's budget revenues and expenditures by $528,068 to both reflect the impact of the millage rate reduction on the budget and adopt a fiscal year 25-26 balanced budget. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Okay,
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve by Councilman Pinedo,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Reynoso. Is there any questions?
I would like to propose an amendment to the resolution to go back to a rollback rate of 1.5, 675 mils.
Okay. I don't think there's an acceptance to that amendment. I'm going to go ahead and open up for the public one more time because this is a public hearing. I know that there's been no change in the public, but we'll go ahead and open it up. If there's anyone in the public who would like to speak at this time about this item, please approach the podium. Being none, we'll close the public comments. Madam Clerk, at the record reflect, no one has chosen to speak at this time, and we'll take it back up. Is there any other additional comments?
I have a comment.
Okay, Councilwoman Porras?
So obviously, while I'm very happy that we are rolling back or reducing the millage rate that we're going to pass, I still believe that we should adopt the rollback rate. I know that the Vice Mayor has made an amendment that I guess Councilman Pinedo has not accepted because he made the motion. But I would like to just put on record that I'm very happy that we are reducing the millage rate, but I still think that we need to get back to the rollback rate. And that's why I'm not supporting this rate today, even though it's lower than the original one that was proposed. And now we're being forced to lower it by the state. And I just want to make sure that that's on record. And thank you, to the staff for acting swiftly to remedy this. I truly do appreciate your work, especially today on a Saturday before Thanksgiving. I think it's something that really shows how effective and how good our departments are in making sure that we are, now going to be in compliance with everything that's required from us. But again, I want to put on record that I will not be voting in favor of it because I think that we need to reduce it even lower to the rollback rate. Thank you.
Wait, any other comments? Okay. Being none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Motion to approve made by Councilman Pinedo, seconded by Councilwoman Reynoso. Councilman Pinedo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Reynoso?
Yes.
Councilwoman Porras?
No.
Vice Mayor Cabral?
No.
Mayor Fraga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, move on to the next item. Madam Clerk, please read the item into the record.
Next item, item 5B, a resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Doral, Florida, finalizing and adopting the budgets for the general fund, the transportation fund, the People's Transportation Plan Fund, the Park Impact Fee Fund, the Police Impact Fee Fund, the Development Services Technology Fee Fund, the Building Fund, the Public Arts Program Fund, the Debt Service Fund, the Capital Improvement Fund, the Capital Asset Reserve Fund, the Vehicle Replacement Fund, the Park General Obligation Bond Series 2021 Capital Project Fund, the Stormwater Fund, the Other Post-Employment Benefits Fund, establishing the Capital Improvement Project Division, and retitling the Office of Charter Enforcement to Office of the Inspector General of the City of Doral for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, and ending September 30, 2026, as reviewed, modified, and approved by the City Council at the meetings held on September 3rd and September 17th, and as a result of the notification from the Florida Department of Revenue, amended and finalized on November 22nd, 2025, authorizing the expenditure of funds appropriated in the budget, authorizing the levy and collection of taxes on real and personal property, and other revenues necessary to meet the expenditures provided in the budget, specifying the methods by which grants and gifts are addressed in the budget, providing for transmittal by the city clerk, implementation, incorporation of recitals, conflicts, and an effective date.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and open up the public comments one more time for item 5B or 25-6419, the resolution on the budget. Anyone who would like to speak, please approach the podium. Being none, public comments is now closed, and Madam City Manager, this is your item.
Mayor and Council, on September 17th, 2025, the city adopted its fiscal year 25-26 budget with tax revenues of $66,680,947. The adoption of the lower millage rate at 1.6912 mils will reduce the city of Doral's budget tax revenues by approximately $528,068 to $66,152,879. The $528,068 reduction in tax revenues will also require a reduction to budget expenditures in order to achieve a balanced budget. City staff's recommendation is to decrease the contingent reserve allocation within the general government budget section by $528,068. This reduction will not affect any departmental operational budget since it is being taken from a line item that we allocate to every fiscal year as a best practice for unforeseen contingencies that may arise throughout the fiscal year. It is important to note when taking up this resolution that this action will also adopt a final fiscal year 25.26 operating budget for the general fund in accordance with section 200.0652D of the Florida statutes. After considering this resolution, the council will also be taking up the first reading of an ordinance that will repeal ordinance 2025-36, as well as ratify and adopt this resolution, an action that will satisfy the requirements of our city charter. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.
All right, thank you very much.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilman Pinedo,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Reynoso. Do we have any questions on this item? Okay, being none, Madam Clerk, please call.
Motion to approve made by Councilman Pinedo, seconded by Councilman Reynoso. Councilman Pinedo?
Yes.
Councilman Reynoso?
Yes.
Councilman Porras?
No.
Vice Mayor Cabral?
No.
Mayor Fraga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you very much. Move on to the next item.
Item 5C, ordinance number 2025-51, repealing ordinance 2025-36 and adopting budget resolution fiscal year 25-26. An ordinance of the mayor and the city council of the city of Doral, Florida, repealing ordinance 2025-36, ratifying and adopting resolution number 25-blank, providing for severability, incorporation into the code, and effective date.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up public comments for this item. Public comments now open for item 5C, 25-6443. Anyone who would like to speak on this item, please approach the podium. Being none, public comments now closed. Madam Clerk, let the record reflect no one has chosen to speak at this time. Go ahead and hand it over to the city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, as I explained in the previous item, this is the first reading of an ordinance that will repeal Ordinance 2025-36, as well as ratify and adopt the previous resolution. City staff is recommending that the City Council consider this action in order to satisfy the requirements of our city charter. This action will adopt a final fiscal year 25-26 operating budget for the general fund, satisfy the requirements of section 405 of the city's charter to adopt a balanced budget, and section 8.07B, which states that the city's budgets must be adopted by ordinance. Please know that the council will be asked to consider the second reading of this ordinance at the December 10th council meeting. Thank you so much, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilman Pinedo,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Reynoso. Is there any questions on this item? Being none, Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Motion to approve ordinance number 2025-51 on first reading made by Councilman Pinedo, seconded by Councilman Reynoso. Councilman Pinedo?
Yes.
Councilman Reynoso?
Yes.
Councilman Porras?
No.
Vice Mayor Cabral?
No.
Mayor Fraga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, this has exhausted our agenda for today. If there's no additional comments, we just need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion to adjourn, sorry.
That one.
Motion to adjourn by Councilwoman Reynoso.
Second.
Second by Councilman Pinedo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for coming.